Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Saeid. So in today's video I'm gonna enter the cryptocurrency world and I'm gonna show you some of the tips and tricks that I use. So you may invest in the crypto or trade, or also you can flip NFTs or get involved with some of the projects, right? But these are not the only ways that you can make money out of crypto. You can actually gather data and sell them. This is really important. So after metaverse and joining Facebook, like right now it's Meta, right? So when Meta came into the crypto world and NFT world or metaverse, you know it's gonna change the world, right? It's gonna change the world. So it is time to get involved seriously. And I'm not talking about investing or trading, because those things, for instance, like investing can take long time to actually grow your money, and also for trading you get involved with so much risk and the reward may not be so high, but it makes so many people like rich, right? I'm not against trading or investing, but I'm just saying that these are not the only ways, and these things are not certain. Imagine, it's just supply and demand, right? Some people are investing and losing money, the other guy at the other end is gaining money. Is that right? This is the whole game, right? In the NFT world, in the crypto world, it's all that is happening. For instance, someone like Elon Musk comes along, like pumps Dogecoin, and you lose money after it gets dumped, right? So I'm gonna show you how you can actually make money without investing, right? This is not like get rich quick scheme or something like that, but it can be used for your advantage. Or you can use it in anywhere that you want. It's not just for crypto world, okay? You can use this technique to gather all sorts of the data, like news data, weather data, anything that you want. But I'm just gonna show you the way that I do it for the cryptocurrencies. So you may ask yourself, what are the main websites or projects that are making the most money, right? There are some of the NFT projects that are making, for instance, $1 million, $2 million per their launch, okay? And after that, they make some money for the royalty of the project. But these are not the most like rich people in the cryptocurrency world. Those that are running these websites, such as CoinMarketCap or Binance, are the main players in this game. Those are making the most money. So if you want to get involved, you should be able to know and investigate them, right? This is the main thing that you should do. They provide you with the technical charts or historical data that you can use in your projects, and also you can gather data. This is what I'm gonna teach you today, so you will understand how I'm doing it, and you can use this technique for anything that you want. I saw some of these guys that are selling like Bitcoin whale trading info on I don't know, like all sorts of websites. For instance, it has one website for itself, or they have bots that post like real-time Bitcoin prices on Telegram. And I'm gonna show you how you can do the exact same without any investments or anything that you think of. It's just some code that I'm gonna give you for free. You can use it. It's nothing, actually it's nothing. You can do it yourself. So let's get into it. For the CoinMarketCap, we have this website that loads every data that they have. You cannot like generate these data. These guys are like comparing exchange prices and estimate a price based on those exchanges. So the Bitcoin price that you see here is based on the multiple exchanges. For instance, they average it. It's not all they do, but it is like something like that. They like give you the estimated price of Bitcoin. and you can see like a minimum like a little chart here, and also the circulating supply, the volume, market cap, 7-day% or 24 hours changes, for instance, price changes, and the price itself. And also you can see the BTC symbol right here, and also the name of the coin itself. So, and also the other important thing is to see at the ranking. Okay, all right, so we have this table right here, and we are gonna scrape this table, get all the data from all the pages. All right, so if you go down, like you see that it is loading, right? This is really important to consider. It is loading when I go down, like these are not loaded. Okay, they are loaded now. After they load, you can see all the data. So this is the main issue. When you are scraping a website, you cannot like do it you can do it with code actually, but you should like know some techniques to load all the data and then scrape it or gather all the data from the website. Okay, one point that I should mention, there's no legal issues about this, so they are not like forbid us or anything, because there is no like law around it, I guess. So, and also there is something that I'm gonna show you. So if you go to this directory, robots.txt, you can see all the data, like information that the website allows you and disallows you to gather. Okay, so for instance, you should have a user agent. Basically, user agent means that you are using a Chrome, Firefox, something like that. So you can use all. When they are saying like star, it means that you can use all the user agents, and they allow you everything to like, you can see all the data in all the pages, but they disallow you to use these links. Okay, for instance, like this, all currencies and all their socials, and on-chain analysis, wallets, rating, price estimates. So you can't use these links. For instance, you can't scrape them. Basically, it has some sort of robot blocker of some sort, but you can use the data provided here. And also in my next video, I'm gonna show you how you can use the NFT part of this website. And that would be really helpful, because you can see real-time data of NFTs and gather them in your database, use it somewhere. For instance, write a new robot, for instance, Telegram robot or other robots that you can think of, and see all the prices in real time for yourself. And you can analyze them or build a database based on them and sell the data to others. For instance, build an API. These websites have APIs by themselves. For instance, CoinMarketCap has an API, but this API doesn't allow you to use all the data, and also it can be limited, right? You can't use it all the time. You can't send like multiple requests per day, and that's really annoying. We don't want that. We want every single data that you can have. So as you go down, you can see that there is 101 pages in this website, and we are gonna just scrape everything in this website, in this page that we can see in this table, and save it in a JSON file. JSON file is basically a simple lower type of data, like lower volume, and also you can use it in like CSVs or TXTs. You can save it everywhere that you want, like in a database, anything. It doesn't matter actually. So back to my point, when we reload this web page, for instance like this, it's gonna be like here. So I'm gonna show you something interesting. When you inspect this, for instance, this element in this web page, you're gonna have something like this. You'll say, all right, it's a paragraph, like a P tag, and inside a div tag, right? if I like do this, let me show you everything here. All right, so this is a TR or a row, like a table row. And also this whole thing is a table body, okay? And also the table head is right here. These things are really important because we are gonna go through every row in this web page and extract everything that are inside these rows. And here, when I like do this, we can see after some point we don't have data for these other rows. And when we go down, we can see these rows appear. They like based on some code in their backend, they're using JavaScript to load these data. So we should come up with some sort of package or something to use to load this data before we scrape all the data, because we don't have them right now. And when we go down, you can see all of these data are loaded. All right, so for this, I'm gonna use the package called, I'm gonna explain it sometime later, or I'm gonna, let's go to the code, okay? Let's see what's going on. All right, so in this code, I'm gonna use request.underline.html. So this request_HTML library allows you to load all the data and then use it, okay? Basically, it loads the data that is loaded based on the JavaScript code that is in the backend of the website. All right, so at the first we import JSON, basically for writing all the data that we gather in a JSON file. And then we are gonna import the HTML session. And our root address is coinmarketcap.com, okay? And we are gonna start a session in our code. And this basically says that you go to this website and do some sort of processes. And we are gonna have this scrape function, scrape all the coins. And first we're gonna print something in the terminal that says like we are scraping coins. We're gonna build all the pages. So let me go back to my web browser. So when you go to like for instance the next page 2, you can see that this link up here says $page equals to 2. Okay, we're gonna build this link and go through all of these links to gather all the data. So we're gonna add this part to our root address and go inside the loop, load all the data. Let's go back to our code. Okay, here I'm building that array of links or strings that are links. And for page underline number in range 1 to 101, as you will see, there are like 100 pages in this website. We're gonna append the root address that is here, plus the part that I explained, plus a number based on this range up here. So we are gonna have 1 to 101. And the next part is to go through all the pages in this array, all right? And now, after we went into this loop, we are gonna print something based on the page and say that we are scraping page number like 1, 2, 3 and go through that. And we are gonna, from the session that we started, get the page based on the pages that are inside this array up here, and render the HTML, scroll down 16 times because we want to load all the JavaScript loaded data, and sleep for 0.1 seconds. And this is for loading all the data because we need all the data before we can scrape it, right? And after loading all the data, we are gonna have these rows. And this is basically saying that go inside that table, find all the rows, table rows, and bring it in this rows. And inside that rows, you're gonna start a loop and select each of these rows and basically gather or extract the data, right? So each of these rows have columns, right? I'm gonna select each of these columns, and in each column, first I'm gonna check if we have the data for that column. Basically, one of them is enough, because if you have one of them, you have all of them. So here I'm doing that, and then I'm gonna go inside this if condition. For the rank of the coin or cryptocurrency or something, we are gonna have the column 1, find the paragraph, and we need the first one, and we're gonna have the text and stripe. So basically this extracts the text, and then we stripe, because there are some like extra elements in that text that we don't need. For instance, there are spaces or some other tags that we don't need. And then for this part, we need to first have the paragraph, for instance, name and symbol, because those two are in the same column, right? We need to distinguish them. Basically, that's what we are doing here. And then we are gonna have the name and the symbol based on the thing that we did here. And go down, get the price, like the same as above. And then we are gonna select the span for the daily price. And this part is actually tricky, because we don't have all the daily prices for all the coins. But we don't have, I mean, the website itself is not providing it, so we don't have it. Because of that, we need to have right code to check it, because if there is no data, it's gonna give us an error and a bug. So, and actually there is this icon down or up. Basically it says that if the price goes up or down, or in the circle, you don't know. Actually it's uncertain, right? You don't know what's gonna happen. So here is the thing, when you select this arrow right here, this is gonna tell you if it's going down or up, basically the changes in the price, right? So it says that 1.52% went down, like that's the whole thing that is doing. So we're gonna check this and write a negative before our change, like this number right here. And if it's like it goes up, we will have a positive sign or a negative sign for when it goes down. You get the idea, right? So it's not that hard. Basically, we are gonna say that if it's going down, we'll have negative, and if it's going up, like you have positive. And here we are gonna check if we have the price or not. Let me basically check it if there is something like that right here. Let's see. I'm gonna show you what I mean by we don't have the data. All right, these are actually complete. All right, let's go. All right, we have it right here. So as you can see, we don't have the volume, 24-hour volume of this coin right here, sports and leisure. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it's SNL. So, and for this, we need to check it before we can insert the data to our array, right? And here we are doing that. If there is not something like this in our data, we have the changes over the price, right? So we are gonna insert it like the others, and for here we need to add the negative or the positive sign, as I explained about what's going on in there, right? So this is what's going on here, and then we are gonna go to the next column right here, this column. We are gonna do the same for the next column, and also this column is actually not that hard. So as we go forward, you can see that I'm doing doing the same for the weekly part, and for the market cap column, I'm gonna do the check it if we have the market cap or not, and if we don't, I'm gonna write something like this. Negative. I mean, this is not negative. This means that we don't have it. Okay. And then we are gonna have the volume, daily column, and also circulating supply. That's it. And at the end, I'm gonna append all the data that we gather. This is gonna be for one page, okay? So I'm gonna do it in this for loop for all the pages, right? and then I'm gonna return the data. Okay, that's it. This is the function that scrapes the data. Now I'm gonna save it or open the JSON file. So the save JSON is actually a simple function that opens a JSON file for us and dumps the data into that JSON file. It's nothing important. It is important, but it's not actually hard. So in my main function, I have this data array. I'm gonna insert it here. Actually, this one could have been inside the function itself, but it doesn't matter. And we can have the data at the end of that function, and I'm gonna save it into the data JSON file. Okay, and at the end, I'm gonna print done. That's it. So I'm gonna run this code and see what's gonna happen. Let's see if we have an error or not. All right, so we can see that it says you are scraping page 1, right? Let's see. Yeah, this can take a while because we are waiting for the page to load. Okay, we went to page 2, and basically because of the network that you are in, you can be faster. It can be faster, but mine, this is how it's going. But the main thing is here, because as I said, you should sleep for 0.1 second. And here's the thing: if you send multiple requests to a website, it can detect a robot, right? We wrote a robot right here, right? Basically, it can't block your IP. So you should be careful. For that, you should sleep, for instance, 10 seconds for each page. I don't know, maybe if you are doing it in a bulk, like request, for instance, if you are writing a real-time checking cryptocurrency prices robot, you should be doing that. Basically, it can block your IP, or you can have proxies to do this for you. Basically, when you are using proxies, you are changing your IP regularly, and that can help. Actually, it's really good, and yeah, that would be helpful for you. And in my next video, I'm gonna show you how we can do the same for the NFTs in this cryptocurrency news website, or crypto like tracking website, price tracking. And yeah, I'm gonna wait for this to finish, and I'm gonna show you the final result that we generated. And I'm gonna upload the code to GitHub. You can use it for free. You don't need anything. You just need this requirements.txt, which says, actually you don't need request library because I'm using request underline HTML. This one is the one that I'm using. This one is basically can't do the same as we did here because it can't load the JavaScript part of the website. Okay, that's why we are using this. And this actually adds some other functionalities that I didn't explain. For instance, you can use it for async scraping. Async scraping is basically when you want to scrape multiple pages. Okay, I could have wrote this code the other way. For instance, I could have generated these pages and then wrote a code to feed this. Actually, I messed it up. Okay, so feed this array to that async function to load all the data at the same time. For instance, it will be really faster than this right here. Okay, because we are scraping all the pages at the same time, and this is really good, right? Basically, you can have all the real-time data of the web pages. And yeah, basically, this is not the whole idea. You can build a database based on this. You can sell an API, and I'm gonna show you how you can do it in my next video. Yeah, in my next video. Basically, in my next video, I'm gonna show you how you can do the same for the NFTs, and I'm gonna show you how you can use it for an API and sell the data, or use it for a robot. So I'm gonna show you how you can write a robot for this data that we gathered. Actually, there are websites for this kind of stuff, but you can use the same technique. For instance, I already mentioned that CoinMarketCap already has an API, and you can use it for free. For instance, if you are an individual, you can have certain requests per day. But actually, the whole idea is that you can scrape all the websites and gather data and use them to sell the people like real-time data or some analysis based on that data. And this is really helpful because, as I explained, the main thing that you should consider is that investing and trading are not the only ways that you can make money in this world. Okay, it is a really good way. I already know that. I actually invest myself and also trade, but that's not the whole idea. We are smarter than that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you can use all the data by yourself, analyze it, come up with some AIs, actually sell the AI itself. You can sell them. I'm gonna show you actually how you can do that in my next videos, so subscribe. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this to end and I'm gonna like show you the result, and that would be all. All right, it's finished. So I'm gonna show you the results first, and I'm gonna discuss what we can use it for. Here we go. All right, you can see that we have a JSON file that is like this. You have the rank, the name, Bitcoin symbol, the price, the 24-hour price change. So as you can see, I added the plus sign right here, and the price changes in 7 hours. Market cap basically means how much money is inside this coin or cryptocurrency. And the volume again, the circulating supply, and this is BTC. So as you can see with the symbol, and then we're gonna have the next one right here. Yes, right here. So as we can see, we have like rank, name, again Ethereum symbol, ETH, price, the price changes, the market cap, everything. That's it. And as we go scroll, you can see that there is all the pages right here, and the rank for the last one is 10,000. Yeah, so we scraped 10,000 coins in just like 3 minutes. I don't know, I should have calculated that, but you can actually make it faster by the function that I named. So if you want to see how you can turn this into an API, so please subscribe. I also have I already uploaded a video about how to make something go to API and sell it on Rapid API. It's basically a passive income and can generate you money every month, and it's really good. And if you want, you can see that. And also I have some other video that I explain how you can use AI to generate NFTs, and that can actually relate to this one. So in my next video, I'm gonna show you how you can do the same for the NFT part of this website, the CoinMarketCap, and extract all the data from that, and also how you can turn this into an API. And also the next video after that is gonna be about how you can change this to a bot. I mean, turn this to a bot and have all the data sent to your bot in real time. Actually, it's really fun. So I hope you liked the video, and please subscribe and smash the like button. And that's it. Have a nice one.